Let's talk about something we all do, but very few of us were ever actually taught how to do well: going down on a guy. For most of us, our education was a mix of awkward movie scenes, confusing advice from friends, and a whole lot of just guessing. And that has created a culture of performance anxiety and insecurity. But here's the truth. Being amazing at oral sex isn't about having some magical natural talent. It is a skill. And like any skill, it can be learned, practiced, and perfected. This video isn't just about driving him crazy. It's about you feeling confident, powerful, and totally in control. It's about turning an act into an art form. So today, we're not just going over 5 moves. This is a full masterclass. We'll cover the mindset, the moves, and the pro-level secrets nobody else talks about. By the end of this video, you'll be an artist. Before we even think about technique, we have to talk about the foundation. The number one thing that separates meh from mind-blowing is your enthusiasm. If you're genuinely into it, your energy is contagious. If you see it as a chore, he will feel it, and the whole thing will fall flat. So, how do you get enthusiastic? By reframing it. This is your time to explore, to experiment, to be in control. It's a powerful position to be in. The second part of the foundation is understanding the pleasure map. Most people think it's just one spot, but it's an entire region. His inner thighs, the area just above, his balls, the shaft, and the head, they all respond to different types of touch. Our goal with these 5 moves is to explore that entire map, not just visit the capital city. Move number 1, the appetizer, the art of anticipation. The philosophy: the most powerful pleasure tool you have is his own imagination. The appetizer works on the principle of tension and release. By stimulating the areas around the main event, you create a psychological tension and a craving for more. His brain becomes flooded with dopamine in anticipation of what's coming, making the eventual contact 1,000 times more intense. You're not just warming him up, you're directing the entire movie that's playing in his head. The step-by-step technique. 1. Start high. Begin with passionate kissing on the mouth, neck, and chest. This establishes intimacy and connection. 2. The slow descent. As you move down his torso, don't just rush. Use your tongue to trace his muscles. Use your hands to explore his sides. Make him feel like his entire body is the focus. 3. The inner thigh focus. This is the critical step. Spend at least a full minute dedicated to his inner thighs. This area is incredibly sensitive and almost always ignored. Use your fingertips to trace light circles. Gently graze the area with your fingernails. Breathe warm air onto his skin before you kiss it. 4. The tease. Just as you get close, pull back slightly, look up at him, smile, and then continue. This little power play shows confidence and drives him absolutely wild. Pro tip: the whisper. As you're exploring his stomach and thighs, whisper exactly what you plan to do next. For example, "I'm going to take my time with you." The combination of physical touch and verbal suggestion is incredibly potent. Common mistake to avoid: the dive bomb. Just dropping your head down without any buildup. It can feel jarring and transactional. The appetizer makes the entire experience feel like a special occasion, not an obligation. Move number 2, the conductor, the power of dual stimulation. The philosophy: this move is based on a concept called sensory overload, in a good way. His brain can only process so much information at once. When you provide 2 distinct, pleasurable sensations simultaneously, for example, the motion of your mouth and the pressure from your hand, his brain can't focus on just one. This creates a powerful, all-encompassing feeling of pleasure that is far more intense than a single sensation alone. You are conducting a symphony, not playing a solo. The step-by-step technique. 1. The anchor hand. Your primary hand has a job. It should gently but firmly hold the base of the shaft. This isn't about stroking yet. It's about providing a stable, warm anchor. This physical connection makes him feel secure. 2. The foundation hand. Your other hand is for the testicles. The key here is gentleness. Don't grab. The best technique is to gently cup them from underneath, providing support. You can also use your thumb and forefinger to make slow, gentle circles at the very base of each one. 3. Synchronize or contrast. You have two options here. You can either synchronize the rhythm of your hand with your mouth for a harmonious feeling, or you can do the opposite, a slow hand motion while your mouth is fast, to create a confusing and exciting sensory contrast. Pro tip, the perineum press. The perineum, the sensitive area between the testicles and anus, is a major pleasure point. While you're using your mouth, you can use the thumb of your foundation hand to apply gentle, steady pressure there. Always communicate about this first, but it's a well-known pro move that can dramatically intensify his experience. Common mistake to avoid, the lazy hand. This is when your hand is just resting on his leg or stomach, doing nothing. An inactive hand signals disinterest. Every part of you should be engaged in the experience. Move number 3, the rhythmic explorer, mastering variety. The philosophy. This is all about combating neural adaptation. It's a fancy term for when the brain and nerves get used to a stimulus and stop responding as intensely. If you do the same up and down motion for 5 minutes, his body literally starts to tune it out. The rhythmic explorer keeps his nervous system guessing, ensuring every touch feels new and exciting. The step-by-step technique, your toolkit. Vary the speed. Don't be a metronome. Alternate between long, slow, worshipful strokes and short, fast, teasing ones. Vary the pressure. Use deep suction from your throat and cheeks for intensity, then switch to just light, flickering touches from the tip of your tongue for sensitivity. Vary the pattern. The bob, the classic up and down. The swirl. Use your tongue to circle the head of the penis. The alphabet. Trace letters with your tongue. O, S, and Z are particularly effective. The twist. As you move up the shaft, gently twist your head side to side, like you're eating corn on the cob. The different angles of pressure are amazing. Pro tip, the look-away technique. As you come up the shaft, turn your head slightly to the side so the corner of your mouth and your cheek are pressing against him. It's a completely different texture and sensation that he won't be expecting. Common mistake to avoid. Believing depth is everything. The most sensitive part of the penis is the head and the frenulum, the V-shaped area on the underside. You can provide world-class pleasure using only the front half of your mouth. Focus on technique, not on trying to be a sword swallower. Move number 4, the surprise twist, the art of pattern interruption. The philosophy. This is advanced psychological play. When you establish a rhythm, his brain goes into a predictive state. He thinks he knows what's coming next. The surprise twist shatters that prediction. This pattern interrupt creates a jolt in his brain's pleasure center, making the return to the rhythm feel even more satisfying. It's the moment that makes him go, "Whoa, what was that?" The step-by-step technique, choose your weapon. 1. The hum, establish a rhythm. Then without changing anything else, start humming a low, steady note. The vibration will travel through your mouth directly to him. It's a bizarre and incredibly pleasurable sensation he has likely never felt. 2. The stop and stare. In the middle of an intense moment, stop completely. Pull back just enough to make direct eye contact. Hold it for 2 seconds. Don't break it. Then go right back to what you were doing with even more intensity. The pause will amplify everything. 3. The texture change. This is subtle but effective. Gently suck your lips inward over your teeth. Then use the soft, wet inner lip texture to go up and down the shaft. It's a much smoother, softer texture than the tongue, providing a moment of gentle relief before you return to more intense techniques. Pro tip. The perfect time to deploy a surprise twist is when you feel his body relax into the rhythm you've created. When he's fully zoned out, that's when you interrupt the pattern for maximum impact. Common mistake to avoid, overusing it. A surprise is only a surprise once. Use one of these techniques per session to create a signature wow moment, not as a regular part of your rhythm. Move number 5, the crescendo, the confident finish. The philosophy. The finish is not a race, it's a guided conclusion. Many people make the mistake of changing things up wildly when they sense he's close. This can be jarring and even cause him to lose his momentum. The philosophy here is consistency and escalation. Your role is to be the steady, confident force that guides him over the edge by amplifying what is already working. The step-by-step technique. 1. Read the signs. Become a student of his body. You'll notice his breathing gets faster and shallower. His hips may start to thrust involuntarily. You might hear small moans or groans. His muscles, especially in his legs and stomach, will tense up. 2. Lock in the rhythm. Once you see these signs, identify the technique you are currently using that is getting this reaction. Do not change it. Lock it in. 3. Match and escalate. Match his energy. As his hips start to move faster, you increase your speed slightly to match him. As he gets closer, use your anchor hand at the base to add a firm, rhythmic stroking motion that's in sync with your mouth. You are now providing 2 powerful, synchronized signals. 4. The confident finish. Guide him through the finish with unwavering pace and pressure. Don't slow down or get timid at the last second. Your confidence here is the final ingredient. Pro tip: the eye contact finish. For the ultimate display of power and intimacy, try to make eye contact right at the moment of his release. It creates an unforgettable bond and is an incredibly confident and dominant move. Common mistake to avoid: the panic switch. This is when you sense he's close and you suddenly get nervous and change everything. You switch rhythms, stop using your hands, or pull back. This is the #1 reason men lose their momentum. Trust what you're doing and see it through with confidence. Okay, the moves are done, but the masterclass isn't. The 60 seconds after he finishes are arguably as important as everything before it. This is called aftercare, and it's what builds real emotional intimacy. Don't just awkwardly pull away. Offer a gentle kiss, a cuddle, a glass of water, a simple, "That was amazing." This communicates that the experience was about connection for you, not just a physical act. This is the pro-level secret that makes him feel truly cared for and will make him want you that much more. So let's recap the masterclass. We have our foundation of enthusiasm. We have our 5 moves: the appetizer, the conductor, the rhythmic explorer, the surprise twist, and the crescendo. And we have our pro secret of aftercare. Remember, this is your performance, your art. Own it, have fun with it, and use these skills to feel incredibly confident in your sexuality. Now, I want to hear from you. We are going to build the most valuable comment section on this topic on all of YouTube. So 2 things. 1, which of these 5 moves or the aftercare secret was your biggest aha moment? 2, what is one piece of advice you would add to this masterclass? Let's learn from each other. If you found this valuable, please hit that like button. It really helps the video reach more people who need it. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss my next video. Share this with a friend who might appreciate it. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the comments.